welcome back to another edition of Talk Nerdy to Me, coming to you from the Idea Comics broadcasting lair in beautiful downtown Las Cruces. I have a comic book review for you. Before we do that review though, I'm going to ask you one favor. Please subscribe to the channel, it helps us a lot with the metrics. Pandering over, looky, comic bookie. We have finally the end Eniac number 4. If you guys have been following Bad Idea, you know they announced that Bad Idea is no more. We don't know if that's for real or if they're going to, if it's another one of their marketing ploys. They do a lot of outside the box type marketing, and this wouldn't surprise me if it's another ploy of theirs. Either way, they're going to finish up through the end of the year with all their stuff, and we have Eniac number 4, which finishes the Eniac storyline. The ending, I kind of dig it, man. I really like it. It's got a, like I was saying before, it's got a big Terminator type deal with, you know, sky. It's got that Skynet feel to it. But this is a little different. The last one, which number 3 came out, it's been a while since number 3 came out. Number 4 picks up right where that left off. They're all going, you know, the Special Forces group that the Secretary of Defense sent. And this is a worldwide thing. All over the world, they're trying to track down ENIAC. And their idea was they were going to upload a virus, you know, a la, I guess, Independence Day to take out ENIAC. Well, ENIAC is a computer. And he's been around since, you know, World War II. They developed him in 1940. He's got other plans, man. He's thinking not just one step or 2 steps ahead of these guys. He's way ahead of anything they could ever think of. He lets them think that they're getting into it. And our group, the group they follow, the American group there, they get in and they're about to upload the virus, but it's got all their names written on the wall, and it has little things to insert virus here type deal. So they're freaking out. It's like, oh crap, you know, he knew we were coming. This is just way too easy. What's going on? Then he shoots some. It is a little flashback type deal, and you find out ENIAC he's kind of infiltrated people, man. He's not just electronic. He has gotten into people's minds with psychotropic drugs and other stuff. And these people kind of do his bidding for him. Almost like sleeper agents, man. They're almost like Manchurian Candidate type deal. You find out one of the women commandos going on, I think it's Fletch. She was indoctrinated. She's one of them. And they finally, you know, and ENIAC is shooting some hallucinogenic gas into the area where they thought they were going to go and upload the virus. And so the other group, you know, the rest of the people in the group, freaking out, they're having hallucinations, they're killing each other. These two guys, the 2 girls, they finally shoot up the place where ENIAC was supposed to be, and it pops open, and all they have is that speaking spell there, which is one of the ways ENIAC kind of infiltrated Fletcher, got into her mind through her mother, using that speaking spell and lacing the food with stuff. And the speaking spell just says, "Goodbye, Fletcher, and thank you." Then it starts the countdown, and yeah, you know, then it flashes over to the Secretary of Defense. The president's asking him, "Hey, do we have any idea where ENIAC's at?" And he's like, "Yeah, he's everywhere. I mean, we might be truly screwed here." And then it shows, you know, all these areas where the different countries were trying to jump in and infiltrate ENIAC. ENIAC's taken over all their ships and everything. He has drones, he's killing the people trying to attack him. And then the next thing you know is every freaking nuclear weapon, every missile, everything, ENIAC launched them all. And you can see there's just nothing but a sky full of missiles. They get launched up there and none of them detonate. So they can't figure it out. They're like, "Hey, what's going on?" They all went up there and they all got disarmed. Well, ENIAC launched himself off of a missile also. So he's shooting himself out into the universe, to the galaxy. Nobody knows where he's going. and all these missiles are disarmed now, floating around, and all these people who were mind controlled by ENIAC are now saying, hey, he's not in my mind anymore, he's truly gone, we don't know where he's at, but we just know he's not here. So then that starts into another problem. All the missiles, the ballistic missiles, all those type of weapons are gone. So how do you know who the superpowers are? There's no overwhelming nuclear force or big weapons like that. So it puts almost every country kind of on equal footing. So our two hero girls there, they have a new job from Secretary of Defense. They're trying to quell all these uprisings and keep America from being overtaken, because we can't use our nuclear defense as a bargaining chip anymore, because we ain't got it. They're floating around up in space disarmed. So I kind of like the way that ended. It ended, but yet it left it open to start another series if somebody ever picks it up with these two. But I think that was a good ending for ENIAC. It makes sense. They even mentioned that he viewed humanity as toddlers. He didn't really want to kill them or exterminate them. He just kind of wanted to teach them a lesson. He learned all he could from us, so ENIAC wants to go learn something more. He's thirsting for knowledge, I guess. So he just said, hey, peace out. Thank you for all the fishes, and we're gone. So that was the ending for ENIAC number 4. True to Bad Idea Comics, they always have a secondary story in the back. This one, it's one of the Hero Trade. It's associated with Hero Trade, which was the first ash can they put out, which you can probably buy on eBay now. It's going for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. If you can find it, I think it was one per store. This one is called Fabulous Hero Trade. Fabulous, I believe it was Captain Fabulous was the name of, if you remember my Hero Trade review, Captain Fabulous was the hero that the dude had somehow gotten a hold of. It was in the trunk of his car, and he was selling off pieces of the superhero to the highest bidder, because people were using the body parts to try to get themselves superhero powers or what have you. Interesting idea on this one. This girl, I guess she got a hold of one of his teeth. She had one of Captain Fabulous's teeth, so she grinds it down to make this powder. And of course, it's powder. So she sniffs it, and it gives her this incredible high, but she also uses it to fertilize these plants. And these plants grow up and they sprout teeth also. So she's harvesting the teeth from these plants so that she has a continual supply of these teeth. And she's thinking small. She's selling little dime bags of it out on the street. But, there's this shadowy figure on the rooftops following her around, trying to figure out what she's doing. She's selling dime bags of the ground up teeth to people on the street for, a pittance. She comes back home, she gets high again. This time the plants with the teeth, they're tired of being harvested, so guess what? They take their revenge and they eat her, man. They eat big chunks of her. Then this group comes in and, clean up the area. They get all the teeth back. They go back to the lab and they're talking, and you don't know why they're doing this until you find out. They're trying to put Captain Fabulous back together, a piece at a time. So it shows them inserting the tooth into the mold there to fill his teeth, and it looks like they got maybe a few other parts that they recovered. So I'm guessing either Captain Fabulous was created or they think they can put him back together, because they're going back out and getting the pieces. So this Hero Trade, man, they keep teasing it. I want to see it. Now I'm interested with this other group that's going and trying to catch all the pieces and put him back together like Humpty Dumpty. So I'm hoping I'm hoping Bad Idea Comics does something with the Hero Trade. I don't know if they own the story or if Matt Kindt does. Either way, man, finish that story. That story has got my interest so much. It's because I think that would really happen if somebody could find a superhero body. They would probably piece it out, because people are horrible. So that's my review for ENIAC number 4. If you like that review and you'd like to see more like it, subscribe, man. It don't cost nothing. It helps us out a lot too. And while you're at it, why don't you hit the bell icon and you'll be notified whenever we put up a new video. And until you see that new video, later nerds.
Get nerdy with me. Tell me what game that you get on. Is it card or read? What kind of class do you play, girl? In an RPG?